Good morning, everybody. This is Marilyn. Do we have any audio this morning? Yes, thank you. Good morning, everyone. This is Marilyn, and it's Welcome to My World, the morning edition at 8:30 on the 25th of January, and this is a Monday. So I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. And those of you in the East Coast, I bet you're waiting for it to warm up today. Or maybe not. I think that when it gets warmer, then it melts all the wonderful snow that everybody got to play in over the weekend. Anyway, I hope everybody's safe and ready to trade this morning. We don't have any economic news that may affect the markets we trade this morning, or at least not very much. But for this week, this is going to be a busy news week. And one of the reasons is that Tuesday and Wednesday, FOMAC meets, and on Wednesday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, they're going to make a statement. There will be a FOMAC statement and a Fed funds rate announcement. So that generally puts all the markets into holding their breath until that comes out. There'll be plenty of trades between now and then. Don't worry about that. Just trade what you see. That's all we do. Trade what you see. But you do need to be aware that there's a lot of news coming out, and then Thursday and Friday will be some economic numbers also. So just because Monday doesn't have too much today, don't think that's going to be the same for the whole rest of the week. I always like to see a bigger picture of what to expect for the week, because then you can kind of plan. If you have to get some other things done for the week, you can plan around when the volatility might hit, so you can trade the volatility, because that's when you do not have to sit there and watch the paint dry. So it looks like overnight, looks to me like crude oil sold off quite a little bit. It's painting its second green apex after that drop. So we'll see if it wants to go up. But our 30-minute chart, look at this 30-minute chart on crude oil. This is just, I do not like this, but the fact of the matter is, when you look at a chart, it can be traded, but you just have to be cautious about trading these little things. And when you've got, this is what I call the Christmas tree effect. You got Christmas lights on here, red, green, red, green, red, green. I prefer to wait until this breaks out one direction or the other, but it can be scalped, and it can be very successfully scalped. The VIX closed down a little bit Friday. We'll see if that holds true for the day, because the DAX, which generally leads U.S. markets, had a pretty good drop this morning. It's painting lots of red E's and is down below the red ice on that anyway. It's trying to get back up above it. We had somebody in here ask a really good question, and they were asking a question about spreads. And it reminded me to remind people they're trying to learn spreads, and I think there are a lot of people in this room who are. If you've been through the educational material and you've watched the videos and you think you're ready to, you know you understand it. It's a matter of keeping track of all this stuff. Don't try to trade that all in your head. I don't care how experienced a trader you are. When you are learning a new strategy, I think it is enormously helpful. Don't rely on, the brain to retain everything and remember it. make yourself a little cheat sheet that you can use until you're sure you've got all the rules that you want, that you especially want to follow. Just a little, just jot 3 or 4 little parameters. And somebody pointed out that uh, proximity was a big thing. Once you've made a directional decision. Well, I know what it is. You start looking for the exact spread you want, and it's this and that, and the expiration, and there's a bazillion numbers in front of you, and all this stuff. Make yourself a little list. Okay, I want uh, the closest to proximity. I want the expiration within blah, blah, blah. Whatever it is that you have decided that you want, mark that down so you don't have to tax your brain to pull all this stuff out of the memory bank, and it's right in front of you. I don't care if you've been trading for 20 years. When you learn a new strategy, it is so much easier to have a little crib sheet in front of you. And I use just tiny those little sticky notes and make myself 3 or 4 important points that I just 1, 2, 3, and then I know when I start to um, try to execute that kind of a trade exactly what I'm looking for, and I don't have to stop and think, oh gee, I hope this is right. And which one was this? When I'm supposed to do what? Makes it a lot easier. And then once you know you've got that cemented into your brain, you just take your little cheat sheet and toss it. You don't need it anymore, and it becomes part of your mechanical trading. Your little robot. We all have to turn ourselves into little robots. Don't think, just see what you see in front of you and look for the opportunities to trade what the apex indicators are telling us. So gold looks like it's putting in a nice thing today. The indices, we'll just have to see what they do at the open. I can't get very excited about these indices right now. So the dollar's down, bonds are trying to go up. If they continue that, the indices will likely uh, go down. This is right at the change of the hour, or darn close to it. Anyway, I will come back at noon and we'll see what any trades have materialized and given us all. So let's see. I'm being asked a question. Can I speak on the premium, like I asked above? Um, Tyler, spreads is not certainly it's not my strong suit, and there are people in this room that are a lot more experienced with trading spreads. So if you don't get an answer to that, ask your question in the forum, because I know Daryl looks at all the questions that come into the forum, and you will get the best answer over there. Okay? Anyway, I'll come back at noon and we'll see what trades have brought us, and that's always a good time if you want me to show you anything on the charts. We can go over whatever you'd like. So I will see you then. This has been my view from my world in Apex Land, brought to you by Apex Investing. Thanks.